haven't done a Moonstone figure for a while, so I thought I'd have another look on Goblin King Games' website and see what I might like to do. And there's new figures. I wasn't aware that new figures were out. And there's this one called Vespa, who has the Dominion faction logo, so I can use her, but she's either a fairy or an elf. We'll find out in a minute. She's not a goblin, and up until now, my Moonstone army is all goblins and trolls. So this is going to be interesting to see just what we get and how I go about this, because I think I've mentioned before, my worry with doing fairies or any flying creature is I'm put off somewhat, I'm intimidated somewhat by the fantastic paint jobs you see of the official figures all done up, and particularly the patterns on the wings. Now here, you can't really see a pattern on the wings. I did see that you can get a clear resin replacement wings for if you wanted to have them clear. And I'm thinking the idea here is you use like translucent paints. So, but let's have a look. Let's see what we get and whether I might need to do that. All right, so it's the usual fare, flying base. There's all her stats. Is she a fairy? Yeah, she's a fairy, she's an animal, and she's a soldier. She has a stinger, she has antagonize, and is out of reach. Okay, so what have we got in the bag then? Nice lot of bits. But I'm interested in the wings. Do I need to upgrade? No, I think that will be all right. I have an idea of what to do with the wings. But having said that, this isn't a fairy, the flying thing. It is some sort of like wasp creature. So I don't know, maybe I should go translucent. I'll have to go back on the website, see how much they are. Maybe that would be, yeah, they're going to look a bit solid, aren't they, if I just paint them like that. Maybe that is the thing to do. I'm thinking, yeah. But oh, there's the back of her. There she is. There are some ears she's got on her. All right, so let's take them out, give them a wash, and come back with at least some of it assembled. So assembly was nice and simple. I just had the usual problem of super glue works, but it takes time. So what I had to do with each leg, I started at the back and went forwards, is put a blob of blue tack on the body and then super glue in the socket, the leg goes in, and then just have the blue tack hold him in place while the glue set. But that's fine. So there he is, like so, missing one antennae because Vespa is holding the other one. All right, and I'm going to keep these separate because I'm going to prime them in grey, and then I'm going to prime her in white to help me with the painting. I'm going to make sure she sticks to the blue tack properly first. But then the wasp, I'm spraying gloss black because, and this has made my mind up about what to do about the wings. I have it in mind to use the pearlescent paints that I've got, and I've had them for quite a while, and they're just sitting there doing nothing. So he's going to be pearlescent, and I was going to use them on the wings, but if the body's pearlescent, I can't really have the wings pearlescent, and they do look a bit chunky. So I have gone and ordered the replacement clear ones. I've ordered them, but they are out of stock at the moment, but it says it was going to take about a week, 10 days to come. So I'm just going to crack on with the painting of these two parts, because when they do come, I'm just going to be tinting them with Tamiya clear paints. So let's get primer on and see what everything looks like. So there we are, that's Vespa in grey, then white. What I really like Vespa she's wearing those funky glasses, which means not even attempting to paint eyes this time. So she's really cool. And then, yeah, ready for the pearlescent paints. Waspy there is in gloss black. I'm just going to leave him overnight to completely dry. And I think I'll start with the lightest colours and move upwards. Right, that's Vespa's hair and skin done. For her skin, I used a paint that I bought a while back for my artillery witches in Trench Crusade, Army Painter's Opal Skin, which is quite a nice pinky skin tone. And what I've done there is I've just washed that with Reichland Flesh Shade and then highlighted it, so that's good. I've put on one wash of a yellow contrast paint for her hair. I'm just going to put another one on. Contrast paints, they go on fine, but you always miss bits. There's always a bit that looks like a shiny bit of paint, but it's not. It's actually the white peeking through. So, yeah, so that's her. Now, the wasp, I decided his belly was going to be burning gold. I bought a set of these. I've got, I think, 6 colours. One of these colour shift paints. And it looks pretty bright, doesn't it? And they always say paint over gloss black. So there's the gloss black. And it's come out all right, but it's not as bright as I would have liked. This is 3 coats. That's actually 3 coats. The first one was, can you see there, just where I've gone on to the black? That's like 1 coat. That's what it looks like when you've got 1 coat on. So, yeah, not as bright as it's nice, but it's not as bright as I would have liked. So what I'm going to do for the main body is, this was going to be light with the body darker, but I think I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to find the lightest colour I've got in that set and do that. Of course, it's not until I've done that I can actually start painting Vespa's legs and lower torso. So I've seriously been thinking about stopping this paint job, stop it, prime it, and start all over again, because it's too stag beetle-like rather than a wasp. But then I thought, hey, you know, it's a giant wasp that a fairy is riding, so, you know, why are you trying to base it in reality? So shiny metallic wasp it is going to be. And having said that, I've now picked out Vespa's lower half in white, so ready to do what I was doing to her top half, and her top half is at this stage. So Vespa's pretty much done. I want to just do something with those goggles, just make them stand out a bit more. She's got like metal braces on her forearms, and I just want to highlight them a bit. I've done the strapping on her staff or javelin. I've just got to tint the shaft of that, and I don't know whether I'm going to have that the metal, the pointy bit, or stone, or what, but we're nearly done with her. Now with the wasp, I've painted a yellow contrast paint over the silver that I painted the eyes. Normally I would gloss the eyes, but because he's so darn shiny, I think leaving him like that in a muted, you know, satin finish is actually a nice contrast. So I'm leaving that as is. And down here, I've done her legs and the strappings on her legs. I've just got to do her toenails. That purple's not dark enough, so that's Magos purple. So I need to put another coat on that. So we're nearly done there. I'm going to do the same as I did with the Goblin airship. I've glued the flying stand to the base, and I'm going to cover that with scatter material right up into the clear rod. So it's like a little hillock that it's hovering over. Okay. But the main news is, yeah, the replacement wings have come. Here they are. So that's what they look like compared to the ones that are supplied. So it's just a clear resin casting out the mould. They're exactly the same except they're clear. So I'm going to be tinting them with Tamiya clear paint, and I'm thinking orange, mainly orange, but blue down near where it joins the body to tie in with what's going on with the wasp. And the other thing I bought while I was buying them, why not, I bought this this pack. What's it officially called? Faction token set. So there's lots of life counters and all your status things that you can butt up against the figure as they move around the board. They look quite fun. So yeah, looking forward to using these when I finally get to have another game of Moonstone. Artificial light today. It's 10 in the morning, but the weather is absolutely appalling outside. So yeah, not quite the accurate colours, but that's the scatter material applied, and that's Zandri dust over the top of that. I'll put a wash over the top of that, put some flowers in, and the base is going to be ready to go. And then the other development is, here are the clear wings, done in clear orange. It's quite nice. The orange pulls, and it's pulled against the thicker bits of the wing. So they're dry. That's good. Now I've got to decide how much of the blue is going to go up from there to there, and do I feather it out or not? So that's the next bit. So yeah, I think that's pretty much done. I think I'll come back with Vespa finished. And she is done. I'm pleased how the wings came out. I could have extended the blue up a bit more. Although it's not very blue now, is it? The blue over the orange has turned it green. I could have extended it further, but no, I think that's fine. I'm pleased I went for the clear look. But yeah, the bug is bugging me. Too pretty, too shiny for a wasp. I think I've learnt a lesson with this one. I think in future, the only times I'm going to be using the colour shift paints, we'll be doing some more of the fairies, because I will be doing some of the Dominion fairies. I think I said before on one of the other videos, I get a bit intimidated by the markings that people paint on the wings, but I'm thinking this colour shift stuff could do the work for me. So yeah, look out for that. So yeah, enjoyed doing a figure after a while of just making props and vehicles. So good to do another figure again. And as I'm recording this, I've started on another Moonstone figure, Ribble the Troll. So look out for that soon.